If you're looking for some games on the Nintendo Switch that are both fun and Steam learning games, well, I've got you covered in this video. First up is Super Mario Maker 2. This game takes the Super Mario series but allows you as the player to create the levels and the world. It seems pretty straightforward, but there's a tutorial section that gives you some clear directions and tips about cause and effect thinking if you're new to this style of game. Things to think about are things maybe like a level that you can actually complete, maybe understanding the physics of Mario's different types of jumps and the placement of platforms as well as enemies. It forces you to think critically about who the end player is and if the challenge will be too great or too low for them. There's also a pretty cool feature here where you get to design in the classic Mario styles, or you can decide if you want the new like 2.5D kind of style. And if you have siblings or like to play as a family, you can make levels and share them with each other as well as online. If you're not really into building the levels yourself, you can also just go online and play levels that other players have uploaded. Overall, I think this is a great pick for kids around ages 8 and up. Game Builder Garage is for anyone who thought, hey, I would love to try making a video game, but I don't even know where to get started. I would definitely recommend Game Garage Builder for anyone who's probably around the age of 12 plus. This game is amazing because the game itself is learning how to make games. There's a story mode in the beginning that teaches you the basics of how you can take an object, characters, items, environments, and tie them together with different nodes to have them interact for a functioning game using logic-based interactions. That was a mouthful, and if it doesn't make sense, once you play through a few missions, you'll be able to start getting the hang of it pretty quickly. There's a whole selection of pre-made assets that you can use to freely develop your own so you don't have to start from the ground up. You can also upload the levels that you create to the internet and play other people's games that they have uploaded as well. This game does a fantastic job of letting you experiment, and the possibilities are almost endless, and people have made some pretty legitimate and awesome games in this thing. Many of these skills will directly translate if your kid or yourself want to transition into making video games in a much more robust and legitimate game building engine. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like Labo when it first came out. However, it's a few years old now, which means that you can pick up these Labo kits fairly cheap, and I've tried to link some of them in the description below, which is why I think they are now worth it because they are a little bit more affordable. Each kit has a cardboard building set that allows you to put together your project, which then becomes the mechanism through which you now interact with the included video game. Anything from a robot suit to steering wheel and pedals, fishing rod, piano, etc. It's cool because you don't have to purchase something your kid won't be interested in, and it's not like these are a large set where you have to spend a few $100s to get everything at one time. You can kind of piecemeal them together. And I would say this is probably great for kids around age 7 plus who like building things and tinkering. One big caveat to be aware of is that the Nintendo Switch lights are not compatible at all, and the new Nintendo Switch OLEDs are like 1 centimeter or something bigger than the like standard Nintendo Switch, so you might not be able to get away with playing the games where the screen actually has to dock into the cardboard cutout without some sort of like kind of like jerry-rigging kind of thing. But if you have a regular Nintendo Switch, then you don't have to worry about it. But with being able to find some of these for about $15 to $30, I'd say it's worth picking up one just to test the water. Big Brain Academy Brain vs. Brain is a new game, and admittedly I haven't spent too much time with it, but the first impressions are pretty good. This game is part of a series, and the previous ones were pretty great. This one shifts the focus onto multiplayer in a bit more family-friendly way so that you can all play together if you want, regardless of your age. There are 5 categories in this game that both test your skills in different analytical challenges, as well as test you to get better over time and teaches you some new skills along the way. The level difficulties are scaled, like I said before, so children who are around age 5 can still play all the way up to the biggest college level doctorate brainiac. You can even play it all together with different ages because each player can select their difficulty level in the competitive mode. So this may end up being one of those games that you trick your kids into playing and then they realize that they really like it. This game also has a demo on the eShop, and it's priced lower than normal games are for the Nintendo Switch. This makes this one a no-brainer. I'm sorry, I had to. It was there. I couldn't just leave it on the table. Like I said before, links to everything are down in the description of this video. And leave a comment if you decided to pick something up or you found a game that works for you and your family, and share this video with somebody who you think might benefit from it. Hit that subscribe button or thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it or disliked it if you didn't. And happy gaming. Thanks for watching.